Donald Trump has a new endorsement to announce in the Missouri GOP primary for the US Senate. He is endorsing Eric. Which one? I don't know. Whichever Eric. No, seriously. There is a big election in the great state of Missouri, and we must send a MAGA champion, Trump says, and true warrior to the US Senate, someone who will fight for border security, election integrity, our military, and great veterans, together with having a powerful toughness on crime. And the border. We need a person who will not back down to the radical left lunatics, all capitalized, who are destroying our capital C country. I trust great people in Missouri on this one to make up their own minds, much as they did when they gave me landslide victories in the 2016-2020 elections. And I am therefore proud to announce that Eric has my complete and total endorsement. Well, look, here's the thing about endorsing Eric. There are multiple Erics he could be talking about. The only thing we know for sure is that he's not talking about his son. He is definitely not endorsing or supporting or sending any love to his son. But you've got Eric Schmitt, the state's sitting attorney general. You've got Eric Greitens, the state's former governor who resigned to disgrace. That was fun. He's the one who we played his ad a couple weeks ago where he was trying to hunt down and shoot RINOs, other Republican candidates. He's a cool guy. He doesn't say which he is supporting. And what would you do if you were one of the Erics in the Republican Party? Would you wait for clarification? Would you send out a tweet saying, seems weird that the former president doesn't seem to know what he's talking about? No, you just be happy about it. Eric Schmitt put out this tweet saying, I'm grateful for President Trump's endorsement. I would have put a question mark on the end of that because it's still an open question. So he said that. Eric Greitens says, honored to have the support of President Trump. We will MAGA. But it can't be both, right? It can't be both for it to mean anything. They're running against each other. Jessica, what do you think?
Hilarious that one of them was like, I don't like the Republican establishment. The other one was like, we're fighting the left's indoctrination. Very interesting. I think Trump's endorsements should be a finders, keepers, losers, weepers situation. I think that's fair. Whoever claims it first gets to have it. But I do think, perhaps Trump is a little bit smarter than we know. And he's shaken up by how his endorsements have been going. And his new strategy is now whoever wins, he will claim that was the rightful receiver of the endorsement.
It's probably a safe bet. I mean, it's not like a lot of the Trump fans afterward to be like, hey, he wasn't specific. That makes me question his judgment. I don't think anything like that is gonna happen. So it's probably safe on his part to just endorse everyone, literally everyone, because he is ruling over a party that is so pathetic. They are lizards crawling on their bellies through the muck for this guy. That's what they've been reduced to. I mean, when he unendorses people, they put out ads like desperately trying to get him back or claiming that even though he doesn't endorse them, they're the ones who represent him most. In the case of Nancy Mace, she made the trek all the way up the coast to New York to appeal outside of his building, which there's no reason to believe he was even in, that even though she didn't have his endorsement, you should still love her most. All of this for a guy who lost the last election. We've never had this on the Democratic side, like this sort of fawning, like adulation, even for presidents who've recently won the presidency, let alone on the left. You would never debase yourself in this way to get Ilhan Omar to endorse you, even Bernie. Why are they like this? Take a look at this ad. This is what Eric Greitens put out. Again, it's not even clear that he's got the dude's endorsement.
Team, we just got President Trump's endorsement and we are honored to have it. He was very clear that he wants a MAGA champion. That's what I am. My opponent, Eric Schmitt, he's a rhino. President Trump was clear he wants a warrior. I'm a Navy SEAL. Eric Schmitt is a career politician. President Trump was also clear that he wants somebody who's gonna fight for America, for his values. That's what I've always done. By contrast, just last night, President Trump blasted Eric Schmitt for great dishonesty in politics. The choice in this election could not be clear. Let's get out and vote. Everybody, tomorrow, August 2nd, in the primary, Eric Greitens for the US Senate.
No, but the choice could be clearer for Trump. He apparently had a lot of trouble with the choice because he didn't choose. He didn't choose you. You can't just keep using the word clearly in your ad when there is nothing clear about this, except, as Jessica pointed out, potentially some growing political cowardice on the part of Donald Trump. Any other thoughts?
Most important part of this story is that they're both happy about it. You'd think this would be a situation where one of them would be like, oh, I think there was a mistake, just to be clear, like I don't have Trump's endorsement. That did not happen. They were both thrilled to have it. I think that's insane and hilarious that he's like, oh, it's very clear that I'm a MAGA champion and I'm this and I'm that. These two dudes are beefing without even directly mentioning, talking to one another, saying like, hey, this endorsement was mine. I know he didn't say a last name, but it was mine. But we know that's what's going on here. He's trying to paint the picture that this was definitely his and not the other guy's. It's kind of funny.
Kind of, in a very sad way. And look, later on tonight, one of them will win and Trump will definitely say, I specifically chose him. That other guy sucked. I hated him. I always hated him. He's the worst. He'll definitely say that. By the way, we don't have the tweet, so I don't know who to give credit to for this. But earlier in the race, there was someone on Twitter who predicted that Trump should just endorse both the Erics, just endorse Eric. And he actually ended up doing that. It's as weird as what Twitter can come up with. That's what we've descended to.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.